Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Deb Sofield, and you're listening to my weekly podcast series called Encouragement for Your Life. Most of you know I'm a national speaker, trainer, and coach. I like to say I help people find their voice and learn to use it. I'm also a conference speaker on the topics of public speaking, presentation skills, how to deal with the media, and crisis communication. I've got a number of other presentations on my website if you'd like to check those out. If your organization has an upcoming conference and you need a keynote speaker, I hope you'll reach out at debsofield.com. I would love to be a part. I've got a number of great books on the market. My best-selling book, Speak Without Fear. My book, Perfecting Your Platform. Both of those are on Amazon and Audible if you like to listen to books. And my series, Encouragement for Your Life, which is a compilation of these podcasts, they're available on Amazon, volumes 1 through 3. Just go into Amazon, type in my name, Deb Sofield, all my books will appear. I've got a great theme today, and I'm calling it Feeling Stuck is a Feeling, Not a Fact. I'm Deb Sofield. Thanks for spending these next few minutes with me. Let's get started with today's show. If I have heard it once, I've heard it 1,000 times. Hey, Deb, I'm stuck in life and I don't know how to move forward. Well, I usually say, how about one step at a time is a good place to start. And soon the feeling will pass and you can get started again. Why? Friends, hear me. Feeling stuck is a feeling. It's not a fact. And for many listening today, you're wallowing in a feeling that is not based on anything but your emotions at this time, and for whatever reason you've chosen to give. No doubt, some days, weeks, months are better than others, but to stop your world because you have a feeling is just not a good enough excuse. Most people feel stuck because they're afraid. So since fear is the true reason, I think we've got to go back and see what caused such fear. To move past your fear, you need to figure out what triggered it. Have you missed a deadline and now the project is way past due? Have you not paid a bill and now the interest charge is piling up? Have you not finished something you committed to, so now you avoid those you've disappointed, which in turn has made your circle of friends even smaller since you let one of them down? If any of these is the issue, you have to make a call, you got to apologize, or commit to the payment plan, or reassess your situation and start again, this time with help to move you through. The reason most of this is hard is because your pride got in the way, and now you're standing still and you're stuck. Because doing this alone in the end, let's just be honest, it was harder, more costly, used more energy than you expected. And so now you're tired, broken, spent, and still not finished. No doubt you're feeling stuck. You dug yourself into a hole, and now, you can't get out of it without some help, or at least a renewed sense of strength to move you up and out. Let me remind you that you should not give up hope, because hope right now may be all you have. So you're going to need to tie a knot and hold on. Just remember, feeling stuck is a feeling and not a fact. And you can change your feelings at any time. But you've got to put your pride aside and figure out the facts and then figure out who can help you get unstuck. There's a lot of issues we know that makes people feel stuck in whatever situation they're in. One is that you spend valuable time trying to recreate or correct the past instead of working to build your future. Listen, I understand that. But friends, you've got to stop focusing on what happened. It's over. You messed up. So now you've got to move past it and stop feeling so bad about it. I know that's hard, but we need to build your future instead of wasting time on your past. Some of you need to figure out what you need to do to make it right enough. And I use the phrase right enough because sometimes it's friends and family who like to remind you that you're stuck. And if that's the case, you might need the courage, not in anger, to tell them enough, that you are doing the best you can and their constant harping is not helping, so please stop. Remind them nicely. If they can't say anything nice, be quiet or go talk to your brother. Just don't bother you. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but for some who want to hold you down, it's never enough, no matter what you do. So, as hard as it is, you have to accept the fact that they want to wallow in their hurt feelings, or dare I say it, hatred towards you. But once you've done all you can to make it right enough, dust off your boots and start walking. Accept that they will never forgive, forget, or excuse what happened. There are just some sad, broken people out there who love the false sense of power they think they have over you by reminding you of your failures. Yeah, every chance they get, they will remind your brain of your mistake in hopes of having it replay over and over. But that doesn't solve anything. So you need to stop the voices outside and inside your head and redirect and focus on your next steps. As hard as it is, don't let their darkness hold you back and keep you stuck in the past. Once you've done your part to make it right enough, or actually pay for the damage, or forgive the best you can, you've got to move on. Why? Since feeling stuck is a feeling and not a fact, all you have to do is get unstuck. And you do that by taking small steps. Hey, they may be very tiny steps, but steps in the right direction will ultimately lead you to where you want to go, which in the interim is getting unstuck so you can reimagine your future. Small steps are fine. The fact is, you probably won't dig yourself out in a weekend when you've spent the last year digging your rut even deeper. I know you want the pain to end now, but friend, if you're not careful, you will compound your mistake, and it will be harder to correct. So slow down and do it right this time. It's not a race. Let's accept the fact that you might have lost that one, but you're working for the next one and pushing hard to win. So, how do you do that and still be successful? I think it's by setting a new standard for yourself or simply making yourself accountable to your higher self. This might be one of the hardest things you ever do, but you've got no choice if you want to get unstuck and move your amazing life forward. Remember that feeling stuck is a feeling, it's not a fact. The fact is, you need a new outlook, a new view, a new change of heart to commit to doing the hard work. One of my favorite books is by Neil Postman. It's called Amusing Ourselves to Death. And one of his points was, in order to move past our past, we need to stop and consider where we are and where we're going and make a plan, sketch out a path, or commit to your goal to stick with it. And what he meant by that was, you've got to get your work done every day. Nothing more, nothing less. Some of you simply need to get your work done and stop wasting time. Stop wasting time feeling sorry for yourself. Hey, listen, yes, you got stuck and things have happened and you're not happy about it. Fine. Unstick yourself and move on. Stop wasting time and energy on things you cannot control. Stop wasting time on your list of excuses. Guess what? We've heard them all. Don't allow a passing feeling of emotion to derail you off the tracks of life. It's hard, but it's not that hard to commit to doing the work required. Why? Because for some of you, this is your time for growth. So let's think about what's required for you to set a new standard to grow yourself. I want you to think about what you need to do every day to get you moving in the right direction. I can tell you this, it can't be anything like it was for you in the past. That didn't work out. So what 5 steps do you need to take daily to get you going in your life? I'm not talking about your feelings now. Actually, I'm more interested in your dedication to a new, outstanding you. All right, I don't know what you need, but I can guess. Here's what I think. I think you might need to clean up your life. It's a mess. You have poor relations with your parents, your spouse, your kids, your cousins. I'm not asking you to host a family reunion, but for some of you, you might need to do the simple things like remember birthdays and anniversaries. Don't be such a dolt. Spend a little money once in a while and be kind without expecting anything in return. Some of you need to clean out your space so you can find peace and prepare for new opportunities. If your car is a traveling trash can, or your garage door won't open, or your attic is full of your kids who are long gone, all their toys and clothes, or if your dog's ruined your yard, hey, do something about it. Those are all the things you promised that you would fix around the house. I don't know when you promised, but I can tell you, you most likely need to get to it. And trust me, it'll shock everybody that you finally did what you said you would do. All right, here I go, stepping on your feelings. Some of you need to lose weight. physically, emotionally, and mentally. You're sluggish, you're slow, you're slovenly in your appearance. Hey, nobody wants to be around someone who is not clean, well-dressed, or does not maintain personal hygiene. And believe it or not, I actually don't care about your size. I care about your health. Get going on it while you can, because you well know the older you are, the harder it is. Some listening today need to get their finances in order to protect you and your family. Friend, hear me. If you are living paycheck to paycheck or racking up bills on credit cards to make you feel good about yourself, you need to get some help. You might need to even cut up the cards. Find a financial planner and get your financial house in order. Why? Because you are running out of time on this one, my friend. Finally, I want to remind you that feeling stuck is a feeling, not a fact. Because the facts are clear. Let's just lay it on the line. You, dear listener, you've got a lot to offer. You are needed, you are wanted, you are loved and appreciated. And what you're going through right now that makes you feel stuck is just a bump in the road of life. So, set a new standard to grow yourself today and every day thereafter. Remember, feelings come and go, but facts stand, and you know this. You were made for more than what you're accepting for your life today. I know it, you know it, so now let's get to work. Why? Because feeling stuck is a feeling. It's not a fact. And any minute you choose, you can change how you feel. All right, I know, tough love. But here's the fact. You know this to be true. And what's amazing is some of you are just being lazy. And I can't let that happen to you. Why? Because I care about you. But more importantly, you should care about you. And you certainly should care about those who love you. All right, you've been listening to, believe it or not, Deb Sofield's encouragement for your life. And I hope you'll join me next week so we can continue this journey together as we work towards a better day. And friend, remember, I don't care what the world says about you. I want you to know that I care about you. And I care about you because I believe you can do big things. And I'm worried that you're allowing your feelings to get ahead of the facts. You're better than that. So let's put those feelings aside and let's step into the light. And here's my promise. I will walk alongside you as we follow your dream to success together. Thanks for listening. I hope you'll join me next week. Take care, everybody.